Hi all, I am Mohammad Naji Abu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, in the industry, a product ready software systems, implementing a logging system is very important. Okay. So, we can implement it in a different ways. Some of them buy some packages to implement the log system, and in some of them may use depends upon the database system, or they will write into a text file. So, when we implement the logging system with respect to a database, then it will be actually a costly thing. Okay. And if you go with a file system, or if you are writing the logs into a file, it is actually an easy method, but it is very hard to, when a problem happens, it is very hard to track the details. Okay. And moreover, if you deploy our product into ECS or EKS, then we cannot use this file system. So, in this video, we will be discussing on how can we create a logging system using the CloudWatch. Okay. And which is actually very simple and easy to implement. I will be using a Python, or I will be using the implementation using the Flask framework. Okay. So, for that, what we can do, I have created a environment, Python environment with Python 3.9. Then I have added the requirement. So, these are the two requirements that we needed. One is Flask and Boto3. Okay. And I created a file called app.py. Okay. Here what we can do, we can implement a small Flask application first. Okay. So, let me write that one. Okay. Flask, here I can declare a app here. Okay. Then we can have the name equal to so symbol thing. Here I can call app.run. Okay. Now let me add one more thing here, one endpoint. I can add a route here. Okay, it's a default route. I can make it as an index, and here I can return hello world. Hello world. Okay. Now let me run this one. So, first let me do a pip install -r requirement.txt. So, this will install the requirement. Then I can run python app.py. Okay. Here we can see the hello world. Okay, fine. Okay. Now we can see how can we implement the log using the CloudWatch. Okay. So, for that, what we can do, we can import Boto3. Can import Boto3, and from Boto core dot exceptions we can import no credential Boto. Then what we can do, from concurrent dot features we can import the thread pool. So, this is this thread pool executor we will be using to execute in the background. Okay. So, whenever we do the logging, we will do that in the child thread in the background. Okay. We will not be using the main thread. Fine. So, this is done. Now what we can do, we can initialize a CloudWatch log. We can create a Boto3 client. So, Boto3 client requires a few things, that is, we need to mention the region name. We need to mention the region name, that I will show you how we will get this, and we need to have a AWS access key ID. Then we need to have a AWS secret access key. Okay. So we will see how we will get this. Okay. For that, we need to log into our AWS console. So let me go to AWS console, then search for IAM. Here we can create a new user. Okay. So let me click on the users. Here, create user. I can say that demo YouTube user. Okay. I don't need console access here. Okay. So let me attach a policy. Click on this policy attach. Here I can give CloudWatch. Okay. So this is the policy that we need to attach. That is Amazon API Gateway push to CloudWatch logs. So let me select this one. Go to next and create user. Okay. So this is the user that is created. Once the user is created, just click on this user, demo YouTube user, and go to security credentials. Here click on create access key. Okay, here we can see that appointment running outside AWS. Just click on next. This is, I can see that YouTube demo user. Now create access key. Okay, so we got the access key. So let me copy this access key here. Here we can mention the access key. This is our secret key. So let me copy and paste it here. Okay. So guys, I will be deleting this particular user. Okay. So don't use this user, this access key ID. I mean this key ID and this access key, because it will not work. You have to create your own. Okay. And region name, to get the region name, okay, go to the AWS. Here there is a menu. Okay, so these are the regions, different regions. So here we will be using US East 1. So this is the region ID, US East 1. So let me add it here, US East 1. Okay. So now what we can do, we can create a logging get logger here. Now we can set the log level. For the time being, let me set it to login.info. Okay. Now we need to write a function that will send message to the logwatch. Okay. So before that, let me do a executor. This executor will help us to run the logging functionality in the background. Okay. So here I can set it to maximum number of workers as 5. Now let me create a function here. I can write it as log to CloudWatch. Here I need to have a few parameters. One is message. Another one is we need to have a group name. Okay. Another is we need to have log stream name. So I will show you how we will get this. Okay. Now I can write a try catch here. I can write a exception in case something is went wrong. We will get it here. Okay. Now we can have a method called put log events. Here I can mention log group name. This will be log group name, and we will have a log stream name, and we will have our log stream name. Now we can see log events. Here we can mention a timestamp. There will be two parameters. One is timestamp and another is message. So message will be the passed message. For timestamp, what we can do, we can import time here. Okay, so let me make the time here. Maybe I can make a round here, time dot time. This will be multiplied by 1000. Okay. So this is the function that is going to write our log to CloudWatch. Okay. So there are few things are missing. I will explain how we will get that. Now what we can do, we can define a function. Okay. We can define a function called log message. Here I can mention the message. Okay. Here maybe log group name, I can pass the group name here, and log stream name. Stream name, we need to pass the log stream name here. Okay. Now we will have the executor. We can say that executor dot submit. Okay. So we are going to submit this particular message, or we are going to write into the log in the background. Okay. So that is why we are actually using the thread pool. Okay. So here I can mention the function that I am going to call. Okay. Now I can mention the parameters. First I will be passing the message, then I will be passing the group name, then I will be passing the stream name. Okay. So here once the execution is done in the background, we need to get a callback. Okay, so for that they are providing a method add to callback. Here we can check the callback function. I need to write a function like handle log result. So here let me add it, let me copy and paste it here. Here I can have a function, then here I can have result future dot done. I can say that completed status, can mention here result. Okay. So what happens here, we are getting a message and we are trying to write that into the CloudWatch. Okay, using this thread pool executor. So it will not be in the main thread. Okay. Then once that is done, we will get a callback here. So here I can write it as print execution completed. So if I want, if you enter like something, some extra activity, that we can add it here. So this is a callback. Now two things are missing. One is we need to find the log group and we need to create a log stream name. So for that, again go to our console application. Here click search for CloudWatch. I can search for CloudWatch. Okay, so this is the CloudWatch. Let me click on the CloudWatch. Now just taking some time. See in the left side we can see a log group. Click on the log group. Then create a log group. Here I can create a log group like YouTube demo, maybe 1, something like that. Here I can expire the log in 3 days. Okay, let me copy this, just create this one. Okay, let me search that. Okay, now this is the log name. Now we need to create a stream. So this is a stream that you are going to create log stream. Let me create as a demo. Okay. So we can update our code here. We can create a group name as YouTube demo _1 and we have a log stream name as a demo. Okay. So we are mostly done. Now what we can do, we can use this particular message, log message. I can say that this is my test message. Okay. Now let me go to AWS console app. Here let me go to this demo. Okay. Now this is empty. Okay. Now let me stop this one. I'm going to start again. Let me click on the link. So we will have the hello world. Let me make it side by side. Let me try to make it side by side. Okay. So let me refresh it. See, we are getting the message. Now let me try it again. Okay. So we are successfully able to implement the logging our messages to the CloudWatch. Okay. So I will be uploading or I will be committing this into my GitHub. You guys can freely use this one and ensure that you create your own access key ID and the access key. Okay. So that is all about in this video. Please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye bye.